Very good morning, children. Children, welcome to your EVS first lecture. Children, today we will begin with lesson number 3, that is the earth and its living world. Okay, children? Now, see this figure. What you all can see in the figure, you all can see some names: atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere, and on the left hand side, biosphere. Yes, children? So these three are the spheres of our earth. Okay? What is atmosphere, children? The word atmos means air. Okay? So atmosphere means air. Next is hydrosphere. The word hydro means water. So hydrosphere is water. Okay? And lithosphere. Lithosphere means land. The word litho means land. So related to land, anything comes under lithosphere. Okay? And atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere together constitute our biosphere. Okay, children? Yes. Now see, children, where do you get water from? Yes, children, we get water from different sources like lakes, ponds, rivers, etc. Right, children? Seas, oceans. Okay. Where do we lay the foundation of the buildings? Of course, on the land. Yes. What needs do we meet through breathing? We get air from breathing. Yes, children? What do we get from breathing? We get air from breathing. Okay, children? And from where does the earth get light and heat? Our earth gets light and heat from the sun. Right, children? Look into the textbooks, everybody. On the surface of our earth, we find land in some places and water in others. The earth is surrounded by atmosphere. Yes, there are living things on land, in water and in air. The sun is a cause of many natural processes on our earth. Water, land and air constitutes envelopes of our earth, namely the hydrosphere, lithosphere and atmosphere. Okay? The biosphere spreads in all the three spheres. Children, this is that explanation what I had just shown you by the medium of figure. Okay, children? The hydrosphere means water, lithosphere means land and atmosphere means air. All the three are called as spheres of the earth, and biosphere includes all the three. Okay, children? Now we'll see about lithosphere and hydrosphere. Okay? Children, what you all can see in this figure, the land has a large area or water has a large area? Yes, water has a large area. The land occupies about 1/3 of our earth and water occupies about 2/3 of our earth. Yes? The earth's crust is hard and it is mainly made of rock. When we travel in hilly regions, we see layers of rock and rock along road cuts. We see grassy expanses of land in some places and only sand in others. Right, children? In some places, the land is covered with crops and it is covered with forest in others. Yes? Sometimes we get to see the deeper layers of soil into which the tree's roots spread. Yes? And as a result, The rock splits apart the tree roots. Okay. There are gentle mountain slopes as well as sheer cliffs on the rock. All these land features are a part of Earth's lithosphere. The lithosphere extends under this water too. Children, all this is covered under landforms, okay? That we will see now. See figure various landforms. Yes, see from the bottom you can see a plain, seashore, river, valley, hillock, hill, pass, mountain, etc. Okay, children. So all these are termed under landforms. Okay, children. Yes. Now, about a third of the surface of the earth consists of land, means very small part consists of land. A vast continuous stretch of land is called as continent. Okay, the land on earth is divided into 7 continents. Okay, children, what is a continent? A vast area, means a huge area of land is called as a continent. There are 7 continents on earth. They are Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica and Australia. Okay, and of these, Asia is the largest continent and Australia is the smallest continent. Okay, children, have you all heard about these names? Yes. And of all these 7 continents, our Asia is the biggest continent, largest continent, and Australia is the smallest continent. Okay, children. Children, is the land even, means same in all the places? No, the land is not same in all the places. Okay, and this gives rise to different landforms. Okay, children, as we had seen earlier in the picture, plains, hills, mountains, pass, okay, are all the landforms. Fine. 2/3 of our earth's surface is covered with water. Most of this water is in oceans, but children, ocean water is salty in taste. There are 5 oceans, namely Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Southern Ocean and Indian Ocean. Okay, children, there are 7 continents and 5 oceans on our earth. Fine. The land along the margins of an ocean is called as coastal region. Okay, water bodies of different shapes and sizes are formed along the coast. For example, sea, bay, strait, gulf, creek, etc. Okay, children, and these water bodies are a part of oceans. Now we'll see about surface water. There are many streams of water flowing over the land. This water is not salty but fresh. Okay, children, the water of our ocean is salty, but the water from the sources of the water flowing over the land is fresh, it is not salty. These streams of water may be hills, brooks, streams or rivers. Okay, children, rills are the smallest and rivers are the biggest. Rivers which join to make a bigger river are called as tributaries. Okay, children, in some places a river cascades down a sudden drop. This forms a waterfall, means some part of the water of the river, it flows down, okay, in some amount, and such a scene is called as a waterfall. Okay, children, all the rivers eventually flow into the ocean. Means whichever river is there, that river ultimately goes back into the oceans. Okay, children? Now, lakes. A water body formed by water collecting naturally in a low lying area of land is called as a lake. Children, what is the meaning of lake? Lake is also a form of a water body, and it is formed by collecting naturally. Means when there is rain, the water gets collected. Okay, and this water that is collected naturally in a low lying area, this is what is called as a lake. Okay, children? Water in the form of ice. Water particles in the clouds freeze, and in cold regions they come down in the form of snow. Okay, children, what happens of the water particles in the clouds? The water particles which are there in the clouds, they freeze. Why? Because when our atmosphere is cold, water gets freezed into ice, right? And they come down in the form of snow. When layers of snow pile up on the ground, they form ice. Okay, children? When these layers of snow come together on the ground, what they form is called as ice. When such layers of ice pile up in a low lying area, they become enormous in size, means huge in size. Okay, this huge mass slips down a slope at a very slow speed, and this is what is called as a glacier. Okay, children, what happens in the cold regions? Water particle freezes in the clouds, okay, and they come down in the form of snow. When these snow comes together, they form ice, and when such layers of ice pile up in a low lying area, then they become huge in size, right, children? And when this huge size slips down a slope at a slow speed, then that is called as a glacier. Okay, there are also huge blocks of ice floating in the sea. These are called as icebergs. Okay, children, don't get confused between a glacier and an iceberg. What are icebergs, children? Huge blocks of ice floating in the sea. Okay, these icebergs are in the sea, whereas glaciers are formed on the land. Okay, children? Now we'll see about groundwater. Besides these water bodies on the earth's surface, there is a lot of water stored in the underground layers of rock. It is called as groundwater. Okay, children? We reach this groundwater by means of dug wells and bore wells. Children, water is there on the land also and in our air also, but water is there underground also. Okay, and how can we reach this water? We reach this water by means of digging the wells and bore wells. Many lakes and wells get water from underground springs. Okay, children, also there are underground springs, and we get water from that as well. Okay, the water or ice that occupies the earth's surface, groundwater, and the water vapor in our atmosphere together forms the earth's hydrosphere. Okay, children, how is Earth's hydrosphere formed? Earth's hydrosphere is formed by the water or ice that occupies on the earth's surface, groundwater, and water vapor means air, land and water. Okay, from these three sources whatever water is collected, that forms our hydrosphere. Okay children, now we'll stop here and we will study the next part of the lesson in our next lecture. Thank you.